Hello. In this video, I'm going to be reading a poem I wrote called Conundrum. Back and forth, back and forth. The pendulum is swinging back and forth, back and forth. Voices are singing in my head. Bells are ringing. The moon turns red. The pendulum is swinging back and forth, back and forth. The pendulum is swinging back and forth, back and forth. Terror has been building all these years. The floodgates are yielding, all awash in tears. The pendulum is swinging back and forth, back and forth. The pendulum is swinging back and forth, back and forth. Voices still sing, they scream, moan, cry. Bells still ring, can't really say why. The pendulum is swinging back and forth, back and forth. The pendulum is swinging back and forth, back and forth. Millions screaming voices, screaming a din days. A million different choices, can't see through the haze. A pendulum is swinging back and forth, back and forth. Pendulum is swinging back and forth, back and forth. Will they quit singing? Will the voices cease? Will the bell stop ringing? Will they leave me in peace? The pendulum is swinging back and forth, back and forth. The pendulum is swinging back and forth, back and forth. Yeah, this one's a little crazy because I wrote this early 1999, January, February time frame because I was working at a call center. I mentioned it in Peddlers and Prognosticators video was where I was working at the time I wrote that. Well, we were doing surveys for literature for rotor turners for brakes from basically mechanic shop tools, heavy tools. Anyways, and that was boring. It was a very, very boring job. So I take frequent smoke breaks. I still smoked cigarettes at the time, and I kept these post-it notes beside the computer I was on, and I'd start just playing with words and stuff like that. And I was with this. I think it was channeling how monotonous the work was, back and forth, and how madness-inducing sometimes the stuff could be. And I think I still got the post-it notes around here somewhere. The only other thing I can say about this one is I envision it sort of as song lyrics. At the time, in my 20s, I played the drums with me and a couple friends. I've mentioned Norman Cox. I've mentioned him on several videos. Very good guitar player, and at the time I envisioned me, him, and my cousin doing like a trio. Norman could sing, maybe I don't know. Anyways, so this is me practicing, trying to get a melody and stuff. And sometimes when I read this, I envision something heavy. Because growing up, I listened to a lot of metal. Anyways, the only other thing I can think about this was back at that time, Conway at the Faulkner County Library on Tuesday nights, once a month or so, they hosted a poetry club, and we'd get together and random people and bring what we were working on or whatever. And I brought this particular one time, and I read it, and one of the older gentlemen that was there, he's probably in his 60s at the time, he I got finished reading stuff, and he looked at me and he pointed and he goes, you got it, use it. So I guess that's what I'm trying to do now. Anyways, If you got something out of this, give me a old thumbs up, like, comment, tell me what you think about it. I know it's kind of monotonous, but that was partially the point. Anyways, thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one.